Hi, this is Jacky Rom, and welcome to my podcast, The Life of a Crime Novelist. So, hi, Kelly. Thank you so much for going to have a chat with me. So, our friend Jamie has put us together, and he sent me a little list saying you were a demonologist. And I went, what is one of those? And my whole concept of these interviews is to find people that do jobs and are characters that could end up in a book one day. So would you mind telling us actually what you do?
Right, I'm actually a trained angel therapist, demonologist, rescue medium, healer, reader. I'm what they call the jack of all trades. Actually, on one side of the family, I come from a line of 15 I'm a 15 generation witch. And on the other side of the family, we've got tea leaf readers. So there is a bit from both sides.
How old were you when you realised, oh, something is special here? You've got a gift.
It was when I went to a medium when I was 19. And in the middle of the reading, she stopped. She went, "Oh, Kelly, you're so clairvoyant." I went, "No, I'm not." She went, "You are." When I'm not. She went, "Get a set of tarot cards. You're going to do this, 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 and this." And I come out and I thought, cool. Apart from that bit, that reading was amazing. And I got a set of tarot cards, took to them like a duck to water, and it's gone from one thing to another thing to another thing. I mean, the demonology side of it, that's kind of a whole different ball game when it comes to doing, because I'm actually going into hauntings where there's physical attack. I work with children with night terrors. I work with people with depression, because a lot of the time you could have an attachment on you which can bring you down to the point of suicide. So my job is to take that off you and bring you back.
Night terrors is kind of a personal thing I've witnessed, and it's very scary to witness.
Yeah. I mean, I work with children with night terrors, and to be able to change that overnight is an amazing gift.
There's an attachment that you need to remove or
No,
not.
when the child's having night terrors, that means that they've got dark energy in the dream state, yeah, that's attacking them. So what I do, I put something in the dream state and I drag it out, yeah. So we've got demons in the dream state. I will drag them demons out, pull them all over here. I mean, normally if we're doing things absently, we pull it over here. I open the gates of hell. Here we take them down. It's a walk in the park. But being able to work with children that have suffered for so many years and then be able to change it, and especially when we're working with someone on the brink of suicide and you just pull them back. Even I'm still to this day amazed at the results that I actually get.
Something that's just come to mind. One of the things that I've done in my life in the last year is refused negativity into my world. It changed. Wow, I love it. But there are still a few people in my circle that are negative. But it's just totally negative. Everything is negative. Does that mean that there is a something surrounding them?
Well, I think that, well, I know most people live with dark energy on a daily basis. What I say to people is how to defeat a demon, laugh at it, because you make it nothing. Yeah? Because that's how you're defeating it. Because I just say to people, don't give it energy. See, when there's rows in there, when there's dark energy prevalent in a family and they're rowing and they're arguing, the demons are making them do that because it feeds their energy.
As soon as you said it, I thought, yes, I totally understand. And that's why my light and fluffy, I say that all the time, light and fluffy. And I didn't even realize what I was doing.
Yeah, but that's the way to keep. I always say to people, keep yourself in the light. We don't need to be in the dark. Keep yourself in the light. Even when we put things out to the universe, the more positive you are, the more positive you're going to get back.
You do private readings? Do people come and see you, or online and whatever?
Well, I'm actually an international reader. I read all over the world. I do clearances all over the world as well.
So a lot of it's done remotely?
Absolutely. I can, no matter where you are in the world, I can send my guides and angels over. And what I do, whatever's in your house, whether it be earthbound spirit, whether it be demons, whether it be elementals, I will pull them all out, bring it all over here. My guides will stay behind. We whitewash the walls, we shut down pockets, and then I will get my Catholic priests in the spirit world to come in and bless your house. So I'm doing the equivalent of an exorcism on your house. I mean, I sometimes do anything up to 5 clearances in a night.
Does that take a lot of energy from you? Or have you learned not to?
I think because I mean, I've been doing this for over 35 years now, so it's so second nature to me. I think the thing that takes, I mean, I say to people, this isn't a job, this is a way of life. Because when I'm not working with the living, I'm working with the dead. Because I deal with between 50 and 150 earthbound spirit per day. They have to stay until 3 o'clock in the morning and we pass them over. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm up in the night because I'm doing clearances and I've got to see what's coming in from each property, make sure all the earthbound go over at 3 o'clock. So yeah, it's a 24-hour job sometimes. Readings, I think, when you're doing readings, that really takes the stuffing out of me because I do clairvoyant and tarot. So, and even though I do a clairvoyant reading first, when I'm working with the tarot, I don't shut the spirit world off. So we are working with the spirit world, and that takes the stuffing out of you, and healing as well. The reason I understand demons is because in 4 of my lifetimes, I've been a Satanist. I've worshipped the devil. So in this lifetime, I'm using that knowledge to defeat the dark energy, if that makes sense.
Let's explain to the normal, like everyday person who actually doesn't know what a Satanist is. Well, I don't.
Right. A Satanist is somebody who chooses, like someone would worship God, they choose to worship the devil. They choose
but why
to be.
do they choose that dark side?
It's money. If I stepped into Satanism, I could have a mansion within a month because the rewards are very thick and very fast.
So the things that you would call Satanism, some people might just call greed. Or is it more literal?
Well, I mean, I would say it's more to do with greed a lot of the time because, when we look at the Hollywood side of it, unfortunately, it is a fact that a lot of them have sold their soul to the devil. And that is why I mean, you've got people, band members coming out now saying, I've seen them do satanic rituals over albums so they sell. Facts. That is true.
Well, I mean, all of us know about voodoo. We all know.
I actually work with voodoo and juju and them kind of magic because I specialize in curses. I lift curses as well. I do curses from this lifetime, from past lives. One of my clients, I spent 8 years keeping her and her family alive because she's sick. The mother-in-law was sending money out to India to have curses sent back. And I ended up taking down high priests in India because I know what I'm doing. Yeah. So I will strip and reverse them. So I will strip them of their power and reverse anything they do. I will reverse it back onto them because it stops them hurting people. I don't agree with curses.
Do most people come to you in a time of need?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think the spirit world
Brings them.
Yeah. I mean, I often say to clients, you never organise this. They organise this. The difference between a tarot and a clairvoyant, when you're doing a clairvoyant reading, you're giving evidence of life after death. When you're doing a tarot reading, you're predicting, yeah. But you might only give a sentence to that person whilst doing a clairvoyant reading, and you don't realize how much comfort you're giving them, and that's what makes it so prevalent, really. I think what we do with me with reading, some people say to me, Kelly, you're brutal, because I'm very upfront. I say to people, I'm not pink and fluffy. I am going to tell you it as it is. So I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, I'm actually writing a book myself, Jackie, about
Oh, how
angels.
fantastic.
Yeah. And one of the chapters in my book is demons and mental illness, because I can put demonic energy to every mental illness out there. And I've worked with people. I mean, I'll give you an example. Someone came to me for a reading, and I said to her, "You've got to get your daughter to me tomorrow." She was only 16. She was working with psychologists and psychiatrists. She was self-harming. She was bordering anorexia. Got her to me the next day, and I knew that this young girl had attachments on her. Done what I had to do, and she called me back 2 days later, and she went, Kelly, what did you do to my daughter? And I was like, why? She went, you've given me back my daughter. And I'm still know her, and she's now in her 20s. Wow, what a difference, And when you're working with people with them kind of problems and you're making a difference, that's what makes me carry on.
Out of all the things you do, is there something you do more than anything else?
Clearances. The main two things I do are clearances and readings. Yeah. Even though with the healing, I do angel healing, trance healing, energy healing, which is faith healing, and crystal healing. I mean, I actually work with people that have got cancer as well. I've got clients that have been with me over 25 years, because when I do a reading, I always offer after them, I always say, if you need a chat or a run or you need me to check something like that, pick the phone up. I do offer an aftercare, especially if I'm doing clearances. Obviously, if I'm clearing your house that night, I've got to speak to you the next day, because I've got to see how everyone was. I've got to make sure everyone slept. There's so much to it. So it's important that you keep up that. And if I've done a clearance, I want people to know, if anything happens again, get in touch with me immediately, and we'll get it sorted.
Can I be really cheeky?
Yeah.
What can we do? Can we have whatever you like with me? I'm here. It's silly not to ask. Can we? Yeah, I don't think I've got any bad energies, but
no, you haven't. And can I've got to say this.
Go anything.
Your mum is with you. You know that, don't you? And is your dad in spirit as well? Okay. Where's the J connection?
Me. We're all J's. Jacky and Jeffrey, my brother as well. Jacqueline.
And who's John?
John?
I think that's connected to your mum's side of the family.
Oh, Jonathan. Okay. It's my nephew. No. Hold on. My mum's brother passed away and we didn't tell her. And his son is Jonathan, John T.
Okay.
So he could be there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Your mum's brother passed before her, didn't he?
Yes, 6 weeks.
Yeah, because they want me to let you know that her brother was there to meet her.
Yes. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Oh, wow, she's absolutely fine. But you still hear her voice, don't you? You still hear her. Jackie, I would actually say you are hearing your mum's voice. Oh, she's blowing you all these kisses. And you got a problem with your feet?
Not that I think, no. Not that I know.
Did Mummy have a problem with her feet?
Had what? Sorry?
Did your mum have a problem with her feet?
Yes, it's mum's feet. She couldn't walk. Her feet was so swollen, it was scary.
That's what she's pointing to. She's showing me that she had problems with her feet.
Yes.
Okay. And
big problems.
Yeah, she wants to, but she wants to let you know she's marching now. And can I just ask you, has your mum got East End connections?
Yeah, she was born in East End.
Yeah, because she's showing me pie and mash. She said to me, "You come from there, didn't you? I come from Oxton."
She was Forest Gate, but her mum and dad were Jewish and in the Jewish quarter in Mile End.
I mean, she's coming through very strong.
Yeah, but
First,
she's only passed not long ago, so I'm not
I
surprised.
don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I can hear you. She's like, "No, wait, I ain't finished." She first and foremost, she needs you to. She wants to, giving you a little bit of a kick up the bum here. She said,
Right.
"You need to take care of you, Jacky,
I know.
because you are important as well." Jacky, you've actually been doing spiritual work all your life. That's why everybody comes to you with their problems, because you are a natural spiritual counselor and you put everybody before you. Yeah. And that's what she wants to emphasize, that you matter as well. I just said, let her know I'll always be there. Always.
Thank you.
Okay. And have you got a Dave or a David? Could that
That's
be
my dad.
someone?
That's my dad.
That's your dad. My
David.
dad's name's David. That's bizarre. Yeah, because it just said there's a Dave. And would he be passed as well?
Yeah, he passed
Because
2
he's
years
kind
ago.
of stood at the background, let your mum have her say.
He
Yeah.
never did stand in the background.
He's making me feel you're not comfortable with that. Yeah.
Well, he wasn't very pleasant with what he left me when he passed. He left me a terrible note.
He's just said to me, I was wrong. I was wrong. He wasn't a very good dad, Jacky. And he's admitting that. Okay. He's taking responsibility for his actions. Your mum's like, oh, she's so funny. It's like your mum's done the action as if she's kicking him up the backside.
Yep. Good.
I didn't. She said I should have told her that I was proud of her and I should have told her I loved her all the time. But that weren't her nature.
It was a big thing. She never said, I love you. And my daughter used to go, Nan, I love you. And my mum goes, I can't say it. And Mickey, my daughter, would go on and on and on. And at the end, she would say, the last few weeks, she would say, I love you. Oh, thank you.
Wow. Wow. Like I said, when I'm not working with the living, I'm actually working with the dead. And it's constant.
Do they need help as well?
Yeah, because when we talk about earthbound spirit, that means on time of death that they haven't actually passed over to the spirit world.
Right.
So my job is to...
So are they in what's so-called purgatory?
No, it's not purgatory. I'll tell you what happens. See, a lot of people think that you have to have, a really bad accident or anything to not pass over. That does sometimes happen. But a lot of the times, you've got the light and you've got them being pulled by their family. So sometimes they don't go over. Yeah, they because they don't want to leave their family, and by the time they realize it's time to go, the light's gone. So my job is to collect as many earthbound spirit as we can per day and pass them over. I mean, I even, when I see murders on TV, I'm like, go out and see if they've passed, because my job is to pass them over. You know, because a lot of time with murders, they don't tend to go over because it's shocking. The soul gets shocked, you know. So my job is to see that, and I'm like, all right, go and get them. Well, let's look at schizophrenia. Right. I mean, I actually said to, because I've got a business advisor, and said to him, you know, I really want to write about schizophrenia in my book, but I can't because nothing's in the public domain. He went, leave it with me. And he came back with a paper from Oxford University saying, is schizophrenia demonic possession? Absolutely. I've been saying it for years. Now, schizophrenia means the demons are inside you. They're not just attached to you, they're inside your body. And the only way to actually heal that is go to the Vatican and get exorcised by a priest that's been trained on the rites of exorcism. That's the only way that you will actually get rid of demonic possession. I mean, I've only once been able to pull demons out of someone, but I've never before or since then, it's never happened. The only thing that can physically attach to your body is a demon, and that demon will attach to your back. So my job, that's what a dark attachment is. My job is to pull it off. Now, while it's attached to your back, the reason they're attached to the back is they can hit all the organs, they can cause diabolical illnesses. But the way a demon takes you down is through the psyche.
Yes.
That's where depression and dark energy go hand in hand. Yeah.
So when somebody has night terrors, it's not, what is that then? Just
right,
a dark.
9 times, if it's a child having night terrors, 9 times out of 10, when I'm working with a family that's got children that are having night terrors, there is dark energy in the house.
So now, there's a difference between dark energy and a demon.
No, that dark energy and demon. When I say dark energy, I'm talking demon. But when you're working with a family and they've got children with night terrors, that means there's not only dark energy attacking the children in the dream state, there's dark energy in the house.
Gotcha.
So the reason they're going to make these children have these night terrors is because they want to wear the parents down. They want to wear you down. When you've got that person sitting on the edge of the bridge and that voice is saying, jump, jump, jump. Now, a psychiatrist or a psychologist will tell you that psychosis. No, that is the voice of a demon. I mean, the first thing I say to people when I'm questioning them whether they need a clearance is has anyone got a backache? Is anyone depressed? Have you got any flies? The amount of people say to me, how do you know about the flies? Get one demon, you'll get between 7 and 10 demons working together. Could be on one person, or I mean, my daughter, she was being attacked by 9 demons herself. She rang me, she went, Mum, there's something wrong. I'm getting visions of stabbing Jack, her partner, and everything. And when I checked it out, she had 9 demons coming at her.
Oh, Kelly, thank you so much for today. I've absolutely loved hearing about what you do. I feel privileged to understand and to have met you because you're doing such amazing work. I love that. I want to say thank you very much. And thank you for my reading. Thank you for Mum coming, because that was important. I had a white feather drop Monday here.
Oh.
So I knew one feather.
That's your mum.
It was Mum. And I live in the Caribbean, Kelly. There's no chickens around. There's nothing. That white feather, that was special. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Wonderful speaking to you.